Listen to the energy in this room. It's packed. Through the table.
Get your tickets now.
Welcome everyone to your longest running Australian wrestling podcast. This is Wrestle Radio Australia. This is the PWA Black Label live dropped out post show. I am your host Todd Eastman. I am joined by one of our co-hosts from Making Chicken Salad and Wrestle Radio Australia, the impresario of WrestleBrania, Jeff Setti. How are you, my friend?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. See me do my best, Lachlan?
That was pretty good. That was.
I know.
Impresario has too many syllables for Lachlan. We both know that.
Too many syllables.
Syllables. It's easy to give him shit when he's not here. Most of Victorian wrestling's doing it.
Evidently.
Yeah. The nation's just been watching PWA dropped out tonight.
Yep.
What did you think?
Mate, I think it was a solid show leading into the Rumble show that's coming up.
Yeah, it was silly fun, really. There was a lot to like in there, and yeah, I had fun. I thought the tag match was fantastic.
Yeah. Look, what we're going to do tonight is just we're going to talk about the card, stuff like that. If you guys there's something you guys like, put it in the chat and we'll pop it up and we'll talk about it. Jeff's probably going to talk a little bit more in depth about the card because I'll be probably doing that more on Thursday when we do Making Chicken Salad because we will be reviewing the show in full on. Here we go. It's who is this guy? Who's this guy? Who are you?
Hey guys, great show. Did you know the convenience store next to Liberty Hall closes at 10 p.m? Absolute outrage. We actually had an earlier piece of trivia. Hey guys, great show. But did you know I can spill some useless information as well as Rosie? Well, now you do. Great show, guys. There you go. Rosie, I had your back.
Well, mate, if you didn't run shows as late as Tony Khan, stuff would still be open afterwards. This is why train stations get closed. That actually happened this week, apparently.
It was a fun show. Bonza's obviously going to step up and be the next challenger for Fudge's title,
evidently,
as we saw in the opener.
Definitely got made, so at least there's like a viable challenger.
I wouldn't have minded actually EC Brownie moving up into that spot, but I think that'll be a fun match. Like Fudge is really, really working well now, and there's a lot of fun to watch. And the crowd certainly reacted to him really loudly and really nicely, and a lovely bit of business with the PlayStation at the beginning. I was really happy that was only in the first match, and
not the whole way through.
Yeah, and they didn't overplay it, but that was solid. I like the multi-person match with Shay and Paris and the remainder, Paris and his partner, and that was fun as well. Barnaby certainly played a role in that, and bit of a heel turn coming for the Velocities, I think, like a full dive into them being heels.
You reckon?
Yeah.
I suppose it's probably about time that they did something like that. When it comes
I think it is, and I think that the idea of they against Mana and Manouche again, because obviously they ran it last year, but running it again with a firm face heel dynamic could really work.
Yeah, it's well. That was a really good match too. We'll probably jump around here in the order of the card. So do forgive me if we're doing this, and do forgive me if I seem distracted. I'm actually trying to type. We have a new gimmick here where we haven't really tried it. We haven't really tried it on the normal podcast because it doesn't really fit in the podcast. But I can put polls up.
Oh. Well, we should
So
ask what people's favourite match of the night was.
This is what I was doing, trying to type out as we were
As
we were
talking.
chatting, my friend.
As we were chatting, no worries. Yeah, well, I mean, there was a fair bit to like in this show. The tag matches, both the opener and then the Mara and Manouche against North Shore Wrestling. They were both really fun matches. I personally am a little surprised North Shore Wrestling walked out with those titles.
I was about to say I'm legitimately shocked that they did, to be honest with you, because I just thought it was time.
Yeah,
I thought it was time for those guys, because I don't know if they're going to get hotter, if that makes sense.
But by the same token, the heat on North Shore Wrestling at the end there was fantastic. Yeah. Was absolutely incredible heat. But my thing is, I don't know who can beat them. Like, they're so dominant now.
Yeah. I mean, it does to show like just how much they are still growing as a tag team when they're putting on these really good matches as well. Really good, I thought, all the way through. Wild Angel says only match I caught was Third Eye versus the Bay. If that's anything to go by, I'm definitely running the show back. You should. It was a good match. It was a good show.
It was a very fun show. Like, the Black Label stuff is just the accents on fun with some solid stuff mixed in. I thought that the fuel card on a pole match, the ending was a bit abrupt, so I'm not sure. I think the same person who was going to win won, but I'm not sure that was the scripted ending. So it was a little bit abrupt, but it was still fun. What we got there was, all those people clamoring to get the fuel card was kind of silly and fun. And obviously they're building a few stories within that match as well. Here we go. We got a bit of a poll.
I can only do 4 at a time. So I'm going to do 4 and then I'll do the other thing. We'll find out what from that. The top 2 out of that one will go into another 2 and then we'll do that. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Of those there, I will say I quite liked. Actually, my mind's jumping around a bit. I quite liked Benjamin. I think Benjamin could be really interesting.
It was definitely I would say a repackaged look.
Yeah.
Almost.
I really like that he slowed down because he's great and he normally runs very, very fast, but he deliberately used a different style and kind of slowed down and made it a bit more impactful. I don't know if I liked Moretti in the ring afterwards.
Well, that's his thing. He's going on like he's corrupted him.
Yeah,
like he is.
But that could also be my reminiscence of the clowns.
I think this will be done slightly different from that. I like the fact that finisher. I don't know, how do they describe it in the thing? It was like a cross arm pedigree almost.
Yeah,
I
quite like that finisher.
It was good because it looked like he was setting up his old finish, and then put it into that. I thought was really good because again, it's also one of those things where I'm not going to do any wasted movements now. No,
very deliberate, very slow, less. Alex Hart, they just said Benjamin stealing ideas from 15-year-old them. Quite funny. I really like the change of pace. I really like that he went for the leg drop and sort of held himself back and then dropped a savage arm on there and things like that. I don't think Skater Boy Pidgey is hurt by the loss at all.
Oh no, not at all, not at all. Like he's one of those things where, like that will not do any damage to him at all because he's one of those characters that is the underneath babyface. So they're allowed to lose and get that thing. It won't really hurt them at all. Oh yeah, just so you guys know, like to if you haven't been here before, I know that Alex and Bloody DJ have been in when we've done some polls before. To vote is just by putting the number of the match that you thought was your favourite match of it. So just so you know that's what we're doing there.
Yeah, I thought that was really good. The 4-way match was fun, as I mentioned. Bit of a shame that Billy Preston wasn't able to make the ring because he was having a sugar crush.
Poor lad overdosed on chocolate.
Yeah, he OD'd on chocolate. But I enjoyed Paris de Silva and Jude London sort of working together for much of the match. And I really liked the bits with Shay. I think Shay's such a great character and so much fun.
Yeah, just the fact of being able to get just cheap heat off a stuffed bear.
Yeah.
Is really good.
Well, even down here, the crowd were going nuts for Barnaby. You know, and I get why she wore it during the blindfold match. I mean, I get that.
Yeah, I think maybe they milked that just a little too long.
Yeah.
Like with the Barnaby, Jude, Barnaby,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Just that little bit too long.
I think
but
they
like,
wanted him.
Again,
they wanted
nitpicking.
him to get complete silence, and they got there. Like Shay worked, so they got there. Bloody DJ saying the love for Shay in the live stream chat was wild. Yeah, I'm sure. So it's unsurprising, and she deserves all of the success she's currently seeing. And then there was the tag match, you know, for the front four, and that tag match was something. That tag match was really
I wanted Mana and Manouche to win, so I mean, I'm guessing that's what like tells you that they did their job well.
I thought they had it
when
that false four, the one where Osborne was where Sam was on the floor.
Yeah,
I thought that.
Yeah, that was
a great piece.
Yeah, again, really, really well shot by PWA production. Very well shot because, I think we commented when we talked about MCW that we saw Ryan sitting there ready to jump in.
Yeah,
there was no hint of him being anywhere near it. That's why you were just like, because originally I'm like, don't tell me they're going to have him kick out of this. And then when he dove in, I'm like, wow, that's really well shot. Really well shot.
In fact, commentary did a really nice job of almost making you forget that he's around by just concentrating on what's happening in ring. And so, well done to Chris Gale, particularly. Not the other bloke, but particularly Chris Gale. No, well done, Rosie. It was good work, mate. Bloody DJ saying the sound was perfect, like I was there in the room, so well produced. Yeah, PWA's production is fantastic.
I mean, I think they had a couple of issues with lights during, I think, Third Eye Carter at points. I think that was the match I'm thinking of. But aside after that, I think 99% of the show was great, and again, live show, you can't control half the time.
Well,
stuff happening.
There's a reason the PWA production team are busy all over Australia because they're often used for the live broadcast and even the live to tape stuff. Alex Feihart saying Mana and Manouche would have made a lot of sense, but I don't hate them losing. Feels like if they have them challenge again, it basically has to be them winning. Yeah, I would agree, Alex. No Soul Rose says the crowd was insane in the room, super loud. Yeah, you get the feeling they were, and for the whole show as well.
That's the kind of thing. I know that there was there were things where like it wasn't your traditional full on like quote unquote PWA show where it was full on wrestling and that. But I like that balance, and I think that's what kept the crowd engaged. So it's not just all the same thing repetitively. There's like, okay, we're going to do some silly stuff. Like there's going to be a dance off halfway through this match. We're going to do a fuel card where like everybody goes in to try and do it at the same time. And like all this sort of stuff that just breaks up a show from being its normal, like we're going to have 6 matches. They're all going to be really solid wrestling matches, but you're going to get the same sort of wrestling in every match.
Yeah, and there's certainly room for that kind of stuff to happen. I agree. I think the Paris Barnaby stuff went on too long. And I think that the dance break in the middle also went on a little bit too long. I would have liked to have seen just, 15 to 20 seconds shaved off that. But they got out of it really well. They did a good job getting out of the dance break back into the wrestling, which I really liked.
Yeah, Bloody DJ says the transition from dance off back into wrestling was seamless. So, also, Alex Firehart says, also someone needs to get Shea Cassidy over to Japan to work some DDT or TJPW dates. Barnaby would probably go over pretty well there. I don't know if he's got a visa or a passport.
Yeah, I think that he'd have trouble getting into Japan because of the Yakuza. Like, they don't...
I don't know how...
they've got their own bears. They don't want additional ones.
I don't know how well bears travel.
Yeah.
Too, so that could be a...
Yeah, that could be a thing. And I don't know how much Barnaby...
What are we talking about?
We're talking about Barnaby's chances of getting into
What are we doing here?
It's like Rosie's invaded the fucking show anyway.
Lord wordy.
See, Rosie? See, you kind of are here. The Lockie Deems versus Third Eye with Jess. I did have a couple of issues with this, to be honest. I think I really like Jess, and I think this was probably a spot that Scotty Green was going to do, or maybe he was going to go up against Lockie, but I think he had a few drinks or something and was probably quite relaxed and couldn't be bothered moving. But just was out there and that was fine. I think I kind of I wasn't wild about that that spot, I guess. But Xander did great work as always. And the fuel card match was a bit of silly fun before a great main event, a really hard-hitting main event, a lot of toys. And I like that they're kind of... Tony Sin is still going to be chasing that belt. They've indicated...
Yeah, I think this, the attack on the last show was very much, for me, out of the blue. This show really cemented Tony as someone that, okay, he's a genuine threat.
Yeah.
So and someone that I could actually legitimately see holding that title or a title at some point in time, because really good in-ring worker, really good promo, looks really good. He has all the pieces. So it just and really well done by Tucky, who 24 months ago wouldn't have been able to help elevate a guy the way he did tonight. So I thought that was really, really good.
Yeah, I agree. I liked. I really wanted to listen to the Kaiser Chiefs. I really did, because I'm a big fan of theirs. I saw them at Splendor in the Grass many years ago. There was so much there to like. It seems that there was a storyline that I was kind of interested in, which was the Bonza Tuckman Soul thing, and that just kind of seems to have gone by the wayside a little, which is a bit of a disappointment. Do you remember? Did they resolve that, or was it just the
I'm
one
pretty sure
match?
they did.
And
I'm pretty sure. I think it was like a one match
yeah,
kind of gimmick, but
yeah.
I'm pretty sure they did. They did resolve because I get this really weird feeling that they were thinking about splitting up dropouts,
Mm.
but then with the constant like strength of reaction that they were getting, it probably seemed like, well, we would be fairly silly to cut our nose off to spite our face here
Oh
just
yeah.
to do this like over a short period of time. Because remember, they like didn't they almost try that a while ago with the velocities, and it just sort of didn't really work. So it's almost like they've learnt from their
I'm not
follies.
sure if the velocities was supposed to be a one match and done either.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah, I
realistic,
do. Yeah.
realistically, it could have been a one match and done, and so could Tucky and Bonza. I really liked the main. I thought the main event looked great. It was hard hitting. The two of them put in a lot to get really, really. Yep, Rosie, that's the splendor. Elbow, Kaiser Chiefs, Pulp, Coldplay in a row, and Munich were there as well. Great band. Um, and they played at about 3 in the afternoon. You see, Rosie, you got me talking about music again, mate. I love it. Yeah, a really nice show. A lot of music, a lot of laughs, just kind of real Friday night fare.
Yeah, I've got to say, like, they must not be worried. They either pay a lot for
Music.
music or just aren't worried about being demonetized. Because just with Shays, I'm just like, oh, well, they're definitely not paying for this. They're definitely not. They're definitely getting demonetized for this. If I get demonetized for a 5 second bit, they're definitely going to get demonetized for what they're doing. So it was just really strange to me. Like, cool if they don't care about that. I don't know. Well, they've found a way around it, or if they have, let me know because that would be a nice trick for me to know. I what do you think of Shay doing that different? Because it's kind of her thing now. Just in PWA, where like every show she comes out to a different song now, and not like the custom song that she has in
Yeah, I
MC Dub.
actually really like her. I say Shay, you say Shay, because it's a great way for every person in the audience, and especially those who don't watch wrestling, to know exactly who Shay Cassidy is. And it's a great way to get her over really quickly. Because that song is so over in Melbourne because you've actually got crowds chanting it after the song's finished. So
Yeah,
I think that the song itself is really really over, and then she backs it up by being great in the ring, as we've discussed at length. I think that it's a bit of a missed opportunity changing the song. I mean, it's lovely and there's some beautiful moments, but the song's a strong part of her character.
yeah. I mean, I get it, but it just seems, especially, I think more this year than any other year. I
Yeah.
don't think she's actually ever come out this year to her own song or like an actual like her entrance music. It's always been something different. So I guess
Hmm.
that if anything, that's what makes her PWA character stand out from anywhere else,
Yeah.
where she'll come out and do all these different songs, and she'll have the backup dancers, and she'll do all that, but she won't do that everywhere.
But also, I mean, she's coming out to absolute bangers. She's coming out to It's
Yeah, she,
Raining Men and I Want to Dance with Somebody. And, I personally, Rosie, if you're still there, I want her to come out to Tism. I think Shay Cassidy coming out to Tism. Personal request. Bit of Greg the Stop Sign.
I
I'm
was about
there.
to say, if she ever has like a street fight, that's when she comes out to Greg to stop time.
Yeah.
She just
come out
carries
and
the stop sign out with her.
Yeah.
But literally
Yeah.
have instead of the word stop, just have Greg.
Or Shay. Shay.
Yeah, or Shay. Yeah.
Shay the
Well,
stop sign.
maybe she can record it, re-record it. Shay the stop sign.
But look, I kind of agree with you, mate. I think that she's terrific, and a big part of that is that a whole crowd of people just going Shay, Shay, Shay. It gives you a real warmth.
I'll admit I got confused because for a good minute there I thought that was the fuel on a pole match, the fuel card on a pole match, and I was just like,
it was. Wasn't it the number one contender to something?
No, they never said it was. I don't think they did anyway. I'll double check while you.
Yeah, I thought there was
talk,
some kind of stipulation attached to it, whether it was the soul. Rosie's chipped in Shay entering to I'm on the drug that killed River Phoenix. Rosie, the crowd at PWA is so young, most of them will ask who River Phoenix is.
Yeah, that is a fair thing, actually. You don't realise how old you are until these sort of things pop up.
Yeah, because, I just a complete digression from what we're talking about. I walked past my personal trainer one day at the gym and she's like, "Oh, you look like you're listening to some good music. What is it?" I said, "Oh, I'm listening to Pearl Jam." And she went, "Who? I've never heard of them." Yeah.
They're on the shirt that kids wear.
Yeah. Mind you, most of them wear Nirvana shirts and still wouldn't know who they are.
Yeah, now, so this is why I got confused, because on the poster, it's just got the announcing of the four-way, but then right underneath the poster is the fuel card on a pole match.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
But it doesn't have any of the competitors on it.
No.
So that's why I got confused. I'm like, that's all right. Again, for me, there was two really big standouts on this show, and just for a fact of of how I felt, probably going in and then coming out of the show. One was I think just the repackaging of Benjamin.
Really
I
nice.
think is great. Just a totally different look. Not so much different look, but different act and gimmick and different. Changed his way pretty much 180 from what Ben Braxton was to what Benjamin is. And also I think Tony Sin really stood out to me as a guy that I would have thought 3 months ago I would have seen him on that fuel card on a pole match.
Well, he also he cuts a really good promo.
Yes.
Just sinister enough to unsettle you. So he's not a complete farce as a sinister character, but he's just a little bit unsettling, and you're like, "Oh yeah, that guy's different. He's a little different. He's wired a little differently," as Shawn Michaels would have said.
And did you how much stock did you sell on the fact that you thought that Solar PWA title was changing tonight after the match?
Oh, when Kiedis ran out?
When Will Kiedis came out. Because I thought this is the perfect time to do it, guys. Well done.
I thought, this could be it.
And just, I almost got mad when Jess came out. I'm like, just because I wanted to see it, you know what I mean? Not so much because of the title change or anything like that. I just wanted to see this.
When does the Golden Esky, is it a year-long Money in the Bank?
I don't know. Thing? I don't know if there is a time limit on it, to be honest with you. Maybe it's I don't know when. Is the climb for Golden Esky or is the climb for, what's the climb for?
I think the climb is for a Golden Esky, and they're going to be starting the climb again soon. So Kiedis had better. They started
advertising it, so.
Yeah. Kiedis had better sort of think about using that. But yeah, a lovely piece of work.
He tried.
Yeah. But yeah, commentary brought it up. Will is running out of time to cash it in. It made Alex assume that Kiedis would have cashed it in tonight. So it's probably. Oh gosh!
See, I thought it would have been.
Imagine if he wins the Rumble and has the Esky.
Oh jeez, I thought it just would have been. I thought it would have been. It would have been good if they'd have done something like have the tag titles change hands, but then we'll get the Soul of PWA. So when you think you've beaten New South Wales, the NSW, they just get themselves another title straight away. You know what I mean? It's like, sons of bitches, we thought we got rid of them.
New South Wales, listen to you.
Well, that's what they like, North Shore Wrestling. That's just
North Shore
NSW.
Wrestling. Bloody DJ asks, is the Golden Esky empty like Money in the Bank briefcase? Or is there a 6-pack of rematch clauses inside? I've heard there's just like 9-month-old sausages.
Oh, it explains why he doesn't open it. Because I wouldn't.
Is Shay coming out to I Want to Dance with Somebody in the background?
Yeah, she is. And I'm not going to put the volume up because that'll demonetize me.
Yeah, I don't think it's
not that we actually no, we're not monetized anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I don't know why I bothered.
I could drop the C-bomb way more than I do. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, I don't know why I bothered.
Yeah, go on. Sorry, mate.
No, you go, my friend. You go.
Yeah, but like all up, it's a fun show, and it's like it doesn't stick around. It doesn't outstay its welcome. Like it started at about 8. It was over by 7. 7:30 or 8. Yeah, around there. But it was over by 10:15. It was a couple of hours with a break.
Yeah. I like the thing I like about the field card match is it got a lot of people that haven't had a chance to be in front of that crowd a chance to just have a crack and see what they do in front. Of course you would, Rose.
Of course you would, Rosie. Well, yeah, Rosie's just chimed in with that he would still eat those sausages. Of course you would, because the shop near Liberty Hall's closed.
Yeah,
we know you. We know what you're getting on about, Rosie.
Yeah, it's getting to be rough. It's rough down there in Sydney at the moment. But yeah, no, just the fact that like Josh Myers, Joey Hudson, Gaiman Brader, I think was his name was, and like we'd seen the Anomaly on other shows before. I don't think we'd seen him so much on a Black Label.
Yeah, I think we'd seen the Anomaly at some of the like other shows, some of the more academy type shows. But
I will say, and the reason I say it is because like he's on the screen right now. Like PWA are going to mess around one day and actually give Aaron Jake a win on one of these shows.
Aaron Jake's fantastic.
He's so good.
Aaron Jake is absolutely amazing, and I'm seriously a big fan of that guy. He and Braxton, you put them together as a tag team. Goodness gracious, imagine that.
Yeah, well, they had that cracker match a couple of shows ago, I think it was. Well, the last time we reviewed PWA, had a really really good match there. But yeah, just watching it, I'm just like, when Jude won, I'm like, and no offense to him, I'm just like, does he need the win? Like, let's give Aaron a little bit of something here, please.
Yeah.
But it like I said, it is what it is. Not my toy box, not my toys. Again, like we talked about it before, and maybe I don't know if you want to go into a bit depth more. That tag match, I think, was my favorite match of this show.
Well, far and away, like from the people that are in the chat at the moment, that was the one that seemed to get the most votes overall from our faithful viewers. So I think that it's completely understandable. in my opinion, it blew away anything else tonight.
Yeah, I personally think, and I'm probably doing my review before I do my review on Thursday. I kind of think that those two teams have the potential to do the same sort of stuff that like Velocity's Aussie Open, MK Ultra, that kind of thing for their sort of quote unquote generation of tag teams.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
they've got the opportunity and the potential to be that sort of a tag team that sort of a tag team rivalry for PWA. And I get when you look at it overall because they kind of beaten North Shore Wrestling twice now. So like for North Shore Wrestling to get that dub, it was probably time. Otherwise, you're just beating them like 3 times straight in different ways. But being just like I just wanted to see those guys get crowned because I just felt like I said before, I felt it was time.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you, but I'm interested to see where they go with this now.
Yeah, yeah. It's gonna be very interesting to see the rebound by Mana and Manouche after this.
Yeah. I personally think tag team wrestling in Australia is in phenomenal shape. Like you can name almost any state and go, oh yeah, we've got great tag teams. Like
Yeah.
Melbourne it's writ large, Sydney it's writ large, Perth it's writ large, Adelaide it's writ large. Like there's nowhere where you're going, tag team division's a bit no way. Queensland, you got Brisbane up there. You guys have some great tag teams up there.
Yeah. It's just like tag teams are very strong. Like in Australia, I mean, again, I suppose we kind of have a history of it. Like Australian wrestling, like the Kangaroos.
Yeah,
the first really big tag team in the world were the fabulous Kangaroos.
Kangaroos, true. So, and then they're not Australian, but the sheep herders / the bushwhackers. Without the bushwhackers doing what they do, hardcore wrestling would not exist the way it does today. Like they were.
It's just so wild to think about it for people that didn't know them as like sheep herders.
Yeah.
And to think of them as the bushwhackers and go, what do you mean those guys? Like the reason why those guys had to wrestle like that is because they were so beaten up from years of being the sheep herders that was a nice change of pace for them.
Well, to be fair, apparently Vince said, because I watched a shoot interview with Luke, and Vince said to them, come in and you won't have to do hardcore. We'll make you a comedy tag team. You're never going to win the belts, but you'll get over with the kids. And that was his whole pitch to him. And of course you're going to sign the contract. You spent 5 years going up against the Fantastics and the Rock and Roll Express in every kind of match you can think of, particularly the Fantastics. Their feud with the Fantastics is amazing. So good. And they were everywhere. Like they were part of Florida. They were a big part of Kevin Sullivan's stable for a while there. Rosie says, speaking of tag team, shout out Misery Love Company at Wrestle Rampage. Gothic, Greg, and Amber are the best. Big match tomorrow night. Yeah, they are. Amber's terrific, and Gothic Greg's a lot of fun. There's so many great tag teams. It's terrific to see.
Yeah, that's actually going to be a really good show over in Adelaide tomorrow night. It might even be live streamed. Just keep your eyes out because they don't really advertise it until the last minute sometimes. But Wrestle Rampage might even have that live streamed on their YouTube channel. So just keep an eye out for it because if it is, like you said, like the name of the show, Tommy Knight Dusk. Like, I don't care what the undercard is, Tommy Knight Dusk.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, Dusk versus Knight's going to bang. 100% it will.
I mean,
that is worth your price of admission. And then you got Nick and Balls against Misery Love Company.
And it's like Dusky's having a year that's phenomenal. Like the match against Hartness last month, the match last week against Hayter was terrific. And now he's going into a match with Tommy Knight. Like last year he took Robbie Eagles. Like, just phenomenal matches.
Yeah, you do.
Rosie loves dick and balls.
Yes. Because I misspoke and because he's such a professional broadcaster.
Oh, yeah. You know, if he was in here, we would not be able to have these kinds of discussions.
No, and I did notice every time I try to throw a musical fact into the YouTube chat, he just ignored it completely. Just saying.
He ignored me. He ignored me asking for more Nickelback.
As well, by the way, too, because I want to give them the flowers they deserve. Alex Fireheart with coining the phrase "nickel facts."
Oh,
If like Rose, I'm just pre-warning you right now. That is going to be a part of our watch-alongs. Going forward, there will be a time where I will ask for a nickel fact, and I might even work over the weekend to get a stinger ready for it.
oh, jeez. I better be here for more watch-alongs if that's the case. Yeah, look, wonderful show, and how good is it, Aussie Wrestling? Like, there's two great shows here in Melbourne tomorrow. There's PCW and there's
PCW.
Oz Pro. Like, they're both going to be great shows.
Yeah, Oz Pro, which has sold a shitload of tickets as well. Like, first of barely checked the show was nuts. You're all right, mate. You're all right.
Yeah,
you're
fine. I don't know about reading that one, but you're fine, brother. I was doing the tweeties.
I've already written 4 nickel facts. There we go.
Now, is that a fact about the New York Knicks or a fact about Nickelback? Because
this could be both. It could be both.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, there mightn't be that many Nickelback facts, but there's probably a hell of a lot of New York Knicks facts.
Oh, I'm sure there are.
And they're having a year, so I mean, it's a perfect year for it.
They are. And it's not like it's been a long time since years for the Knicks.
And it could be about the medal itself, said Bloody DJ. Yep. 100%. If you want to throw a curveball in there.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to Jamie's interview with Shane Hayes, by the way.
Yes. Just for people, I don't know. Did he talk about that on the show?
I don't know if he talked about it on the show.
Are you spoiling it?
It might have been to us, but Jamie mentioned his.
Lord.
No. He mentioned on the show it was coming.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Discussed the content with us afterwards.
Right, you are.
Do you remember?
No, I don't, mate.
You know how he goes, I spoke to so-and-so today, and then the interview comes out a couple of weeks later. It was one of those. I spoke to Shane Hayes. It was great. So there you go. Ha, 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 Jeff, is what Rosie said. Thanks, Rosie.
Yes. It's all right. Jamie's fine. He's too weak to fight us anyway.
Except he's got a whole brain.
A whole brain.
A whole brain, but if he trips, it'll be one fall. Anyway, yeah, I thought you'd like it.
That's for about 4 people that'll get that. It's great.
Yeah. So the Rumble's next. Who do you think could take it?
Mate, I don't know. I will say that is one. That's one thing I wish I'd seen more of. Like maybe have Scotty have a couple of guests come up to do a drawing. Just to let you know who's going to be on there. Like, because that little promo section I thought was cool. And I was like, I hope they keep doing those ones because that was good.
Yeah,
especially if you put someone on there who was a heel, who was like a heel who doesn't drink.
Yeah. Thoughts on Jimmy Zero appearing? I haven't seen him work, so for me it was a nice spot, but as Todd's reflecting, I would have liked more because it was set up in such a way that there were like the cups there. He took a shot. It would have been really nice to see more interaction with that setup. And the idea of them doing a shot and finding out the number on the bottom kind of appeals.
Yeah, I've personally, I've never seen him work. I've seen his TikToks or his reels, but that's about all I've seen of him, to be honest with you. So yeah, I guess I will probably first time I'll probably see him is in the PWA Rumble. And to rub the 16. That explains why you want those sausages, mate.
Yeah. What was in the cups, Rosie? Oh, let's see. What were you having shots of?
Red cordial.
Milk.
Milk,
But then he got all milky red in the ranger beard.
You can't say that. Fanta. There you go.
Fanta.
So it's to go with his pants.
You can't say that.
I didn't. That's you know what though? For like 11:45 at night, that wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It is 11:45 at night. Yeah, I would expect the same thing. Alex is just saying they did almost expect some people to take a shot for a number as they made their entrances, or even on the way out, they stop and grab a shot.
See, I got clearance. He gave me he didn't give me a G pass, but he gave me an F pass.
Yeah, and I think it's really nice how wide open the Sydney Rumble is. I think the Melbourne Rumble.
It's so funny, isn't it? That like it feels like June is Rumble season in Australia.
Yeah, it is.
Whereas like it's like January in a lot of places because it matches up with the Royal Rumble. But there's like this time of year is like, okay, we'll do it now.
It seems like it's 6 months away from the Rumble, which is probably long enough to kind of go, oh yeah, I want to see one of those.
Yeah.
But PCW's Rumble was very good this year as well. Rosie chimes in with Queen of the Metro, Shay Cassidy, spelling Cassidy wrong, has a good ring to it. You know, Rosie.
He doesn't have to write it. He doesn't have to write it. He just has to say it.
Yeah, I know, but you don't spell
He's the
name.
commentator, not the illustrator.
Rosie.
Come on, that's 11:43. No, that's a good one too.
He sure did Nickelback that, didn't he?
Oh my lord. Oh dear.
Also, yeah,
that's 100% right. Especially here in Queensland.
What it is, man. We're going to get 20 people in a ring. He's typing this with his nick and balls. Rosie, that's very good. That's very good.
I remember up here in Queensland that AWA used to do theirs in friggin' January, and there was no backstage in the theater that we're in. So you can imagine like 30 wrestlers backstage to do a rumble. It was to the point where the booker, the promoter would say, "Look, once you finish your match, just get changed quickly and just go and stand up against the back wall." Because we just can't have that many people backstage. It's too fucking hot.
It's just trying to have it in January would be ridiculous.
Yes.
So, June makes sense. June, July makes sense for to be Rumble time. PCW's was a bit early, because that was March, but at least that was a bit cooler.
I wonder, and I wonder on two levels. Okay, I wonder whether promoters that know, say, like if I know Ballroom Brawl is coming up before like King of the Metro, if I watch Ballroom Brawl just to go, okay, I'm not going to copy or like do exactly what these guys did. Or if they go, oh shit, I had that idea, but now I don't want to do that because they're doing it. Or if they even bother because they're like, look, we're in totally different markets. I just don't know what it's like, especially in like today's age where people can watch them online.
Yeah, I know, but this is part. This is kind of sad to say, but I don't think there are a lot of MCW fans that sit at home of a Friday night and watch PWA. So I think that there is very much, isolation within wrestling.
Yeah. I 100% get what you're saying, and I think it is more one of those things where, like, I probably encountered it a little while ago when I was just like, I don't know when. Remember when I got in? I got in a little bit of trouble for saying that there might be a bit of dropout, burnout because of because we were watching every week different promotions, but they were in every promotion, so we were seeing it every week. We aren't typical. We aren't typical fans because we're watching everything from everywhere. So the typical like Australian wrestling fan is probably just watching their home territory, maybe one other.
And even we don't watch everything. We can't watch everything because we wouldn't have anything else to our lives. There's so much wrestling content out there, which is terrific. And so I don't think it's as much of an influence as we think because your general wrestling fan, sure, they might watch one or two shows.
Yeah.
Generally, they're home fed and something else, as you said.
I was like, I was genuinely like just interested.
I think it's the same. In Japan, there are people who will watch Noah but won't watch NJPW. There are people that will watch Stardom and not watch TJPW. So, I think...
I get that. I get that completely. I'm just interested because, like...
No, I get it.
I don't know if I'd... Yeah. Because even myself as someone who books shows, I don't know if I think I like... I guess this more stems back from last year because last year pretty much Ballroom Brawl and
King of the Metro
kind of did the same thing with different people. Like PWA with Tuckman, Metro with Robbie Thorpe. It was kind of like guy starts it, guy finishes it, wins it. I'm like, I kind of just saw that. But like, how many people are like, I kind of just saw that. I know how many people watch both of them.
It was like when I was running a comedy room, right? I was running a comedy room in Fitzroy at the George Costanza themed bar as it was then. Okay. Because obviously, let's do stand-up comedy in the George Costanza themed bar. It's natural, right? And then a good friend of mine opened up a room 200 meters down the road, same night. And I said to the owners, I said, we could have a couple of quiet weeks because, there's a room that's opened up down the road. Do you want to change tact and maybe do a Wednesday night instead? And they went, no, we don't care what anyone else does. Let's just book the best acts we can and not give a shit. And I think in a lot of ways it's the same in wrestling companies. Like I think the guys behind PWA and the guys behind MCW, they probably talk about the wrestlers they share, but they're not going to talk about their booking philosophies for their bigger matches. Because if one of them has a really, really good idea, they're not gonna share that.
Yeah. I mean, again, this is probably me just like overanalyzing, like Lachlan Alberting my way through it. But it's something I'm genuinely curious about whether or not they'd go, I might check this out just in case one of my ideas or something that, like my key idea from this whole thing is being done the week before, and then I also have to change the tact.
Yeah, sure. Tucky won from one and Robbie won from one, but one of them is one of Australia's biggest faces and the other is Australia's biggest, one of Australia's biggest.
Basically, like Alex Fahad says the same thing here.
And they did a wonderful fake out.
Yeah. So, but no, again, silly question, I know, but it was just something that I don't like. I think I might do it, and maybe that's just how sick I am more than anything else.
But again, we watch so much wrestling. It's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. Like, I'm away next Thursday, so I wanted to make sure I watched this show so I could comment on it. Like, how nice is that?
Like, you literally did the post show because you wanted to.
I wanted to make sure
because you weren't going to be able to do it on. Yeah.
Like it was the same on Saturday. Like going into MCW and people were approaching me and people were lovely and the respect we're shown from workers is great. Like there's no, this might sound like I'm blowing smoke up your ass, but this is 12 years of work that's gone into this. and it's 12 years of
Yeah.
being appreciated. You know, you've got to remember that you've personally been doing this for 12 years. I've been doing this now almost 4 or 5. Lachlan's been
Jeez.
with you for about 6 months longer than me, a year
Yeah.
longer than and now Jamie, like, and Rosie, when Rosie pops in, like, we get respect from workers because, you know, we don't bullshit. We're a good crew. It's lovely.
Yeah. So yeah, that was like overall. Give me your overall thoughts of the show, mate, as we start sort of winding up the post show, because like I said, we did start really late because the show finished late, so we should probably end.
Well,
We should probably
I've got
wrap
an
this up in like an hour.
today's episode of Taskmaster to watch, mate. So, you know, I'll be up for another hour anyway. Look, I thought this was a lot of fun. These shows are not classically incredible wrestling. I mean, there are moments of incredible wrestling, but they're silly and fun and light and good entertainment for a boozed up Friday night crowd.
Yeah, look, I went into this, and like I said this to you guys in the chat, I went into this thinking there are going to be 3 really good matches in this show, and then probably some good stuff, like some entertainment, like and quote unquote sport. I will be sports entertained.
Yeah.
So and that's what it was. Like I thought that for what it was, for what it had to accomplish, I thought Benjamin and Pidgey was really good for what it accomplished, because it really did. Like, I kind of feel like that whole Braxton section got silenced tonight.
Which is
a hell of an accomplishment, considering that Braxton section got up and left when he lost Coliseum.
Yeah. I really I also think we saw a magic tag match. Like, good God. And that's when I was watching it, I was going, tag team wrestling in this country is in such good shape. I love it. I love tag wrestling.
Yeah. And that main event, like, for what it was, not being a traditional wrestling match, I think displayed to me the growth of, like, Tuckman as a worker. And then, like, and in turn, showed me a guy in like Tony Sin who was like, okay, I think this guy really could have something here.
And good on PWA for just giving him that spot as well. It wasn't like, you know, the crowd were right into it. The crowd loved that, and you really like to see it. You really do. Good show. Well done, PWA.
Yeah, and not also mentioning, I remember jokingly thinking Will Kiddis in the polo shirt looked like a dad walking his tall sons to the ring. And also that fake out at the end. Because I swore, I was like, they are doing it. Oh my God, they're doing it. Because and also, like, going back, we probably shouldn't be doing it, but fuck it. What a perfect way it would have been for him to lose his title on a show that was named after him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, tell me that doesn't give Will Kiddis, like, food to live on.
That is nuclear heat from someone who's probably going to be a career heel. Like, I cannot see Kiddis being a good guy, ever.
Anyway, I reckon that will wrap us up for this post show. It's like the first one we've done sort of this. So any sort of bumps and things, it's just, we're learning as we go, folks. We're learning as we go. We will be back here on Thursday night where we actually properly review this show with Lachlan and Jamie. Jeff is off doing Jeff things. He's not going backstage, so don't expect a backstage with Jeff.
No,
but he will be off doing his Jeff things. So we'll be here. Your Jeff things. So we'll be here doing. Like I said, we'll be reviewing PWA Dropped Out. A lot of other stuff going around. We'll talk about, I think, what is it? Clash in Italy?
Clash in
will have
Paris.
happened.
Clash in Italy.
Clash in Italy. I was correct. Ha! Clash in Italy. And then on Friday night, I think Rosie's joined. Rosie, are you back this Friday? Next Friday, sorry? Great show, guys.
Rosie,
Nickelback have released 10 albums. That's a nickel fact.
Thanks.
But yeah, we'll be back on Friday to do a watch along as well as we normally do. Before we do go though, I want to quickly shout out and thank all the Aussie wrestling fans that joined us last night. Like I said on our thing to sort of promote this thing, we had like 500 organic views on last night's show, and that's in less than a 12-hour, and that's just on our like the streaming version of it. So like watching it here on Twitch or YouTube or Facebook. Just 500 over that for under 24 hours, which is amazing, and just shows how good how people want to learn about and get involved in Australian wrestling, which is fucking awesome. So I just want to thank you guys for joining us and supporting something that supports Australian wrestling.
And thank you to everyone who joined us tonight. Like, we support Australian wrestling, so people support us. It's pretty simple. And, you know, we support quality, good Australian wrestling, and, you know, the people that produce it and produce slick product do great work. And we're thrilled when people say, like, you know, oh, can I have some fun at Lachlan's expense? I'm always going to say yes, you know, but like the fact that people are keen to do that, and like every show I go to now, Jarvis throws me shit. Like, he just gives me a little bit of shit every show, and it's really funny. Like, we're having a great old time. So, and it's because we're respected. We got a brand that's respected, man. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it is fun. So yeah, we'll excuse me. We will be back next Thursday. Of course, you can follow us on all our socials. Wrestle Radio AU on Twitch and oh my god, my voice is going now. Twitch, Instagram, and Facebook. Follow us all there. How can they follow you, Jeff?
At Wrestle_Brainia for Wrestle Brainia information. There's some stuff coming up, so I'm pretty excited about it.
Good to hear. So until Thursday, for Jeff Setti, I am Todd Eastman, and we will
trying to make chicken salad out of chicken shit, and it was just awful.
I've turned chicken salad into chicken shit. I will continue to do so.
Making chicken salad out of chicken shit.
Make chicken salad out of chicken shit.